3. Well, coming up to the sled right now is Chuck Chitwood out of Lafayette, Tennessee, a very popular puller on the TNT Redman circuit. He's got a brand new truck for 1988, but it didn't always look this good when they first brought it out of the shop. As they were loading this truck back in January onto the trailer, the cable broke on the winch. The truck rolled off the trailer. They had the door down on the garage. It rolled right out through the door, and it broke a lot of the sheet metal, and they had to give it a brand new paint job. He said he was absolutely sick. One of the worst things that's ever happened to him in pulling. But they got it all fixed, and they're here tonight in Birmingham, Alabama. He's got to beat 152.83 to take the lead. Let's see if he can do it.
Into the track either.
Chuck Chitwood, I tell you, this is a real tricky track tonight. What do you got to do to win this pull?
Well, I wish I knew. If I did, I'd do it.
All right.
It's just, like you say, it's just real tricky out here. The track is just, I don't know, it's odd. It's different.
All right. A greasy track here in Birmingham has presented these trucks from locking into the track. It's going to take a whaler to run to win.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with the finale to this two-wheel drive shootout in Birmingham. Back to Birmingham. Richard Wisnant is backing in now with Hot Shot. This track has really got the pullers stumped tonight. Mark Hare's run of 152.83 feet remains the best so far. Let's see if Hot Shot can knock off Spike.
Currently number 5 on the Redman Series. Here's Dick Wisnant out of Alabama, Union Grove, Alabama, pulling the 85 Chevrolet S10 called Hot Shot. He won a week ago at the Houston Astrodome in front of 75,000 people, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest show in the Redman Series. And he can do it here in Birmingham. His home state pull. Turn it loose, Chevrolet. Shot makes a good run, but he comes up a little short. Richard Wisnant, 145.03. And that'll put him in the number 4 position. Butch Hager has been way down on the Redman standings. He's currently number 16. And the distance to beat, 152.83. This is a Ford Courier. A Ford Courier, which was actually built in England. This truck was built in England, and there aren't many of them in the United States. Everybody is having trouble getting a hold of the track here tonight in Birmingham. Somebody, though, still has a shot to win. Coming up, one of the most popular drivers on the Redman TNT circuit is going to be the truck they call Bad Dog, driven by Mike Stowe, a farmer from Warrenton, Georgia. Now, you may ask, how can a farmer afford to be involved in a sport like this with a $60,000 two-wheel drive truck? He, along with other pullers like John Heilman, who also is a farmer, will tell you that the money they make in this sport helps support their farm back home. Now, a year ago, Mike Stowe changed engines in this Ford 1968 model. He put a big Aries engine in, $27,000 to $30,000 worth of horsepower, approximately 1,700 horsepower. And since he went to the new engine, he has been dynamite. Watch for Mike Stowe to possibly take the lead here in Birmingham. Mike, just everybody's having trouble getting locked into the track. What's it going to take to win this pull?
It's over.
The first pass and everything, the loose dirt, it's just getting wetter and wetter now, and it's harder and harder to get it out of the hole. It's done. It's history.
Well, good luck. Mike Stowe out of Warrenton, Georgia, comes up short, and he was one of the favorites here in this class. All right, here's the final puller in the class. It's going to be the Cool Papa truck, driven by Butch Hager. Butch with 2 trucks in this class. It's a 66 El Camino, Chevrolet all the way. Cool Papa has pulled in the TNT circuit for a long time. Butch Hager from Nicholasville, Kentucky. Butch Hager trying to get a bite in the track, and he comes up short. Well, Mark Hare, congratulations on winning the 2-wheel drive super modified class. It was great.
Thank you there. You know, like I said, I didn't think it would hold up, but it did there, and we're real tickled with the run there. Motor seemed to lock in good, and, you know, we're glad.
This was a tricky track to drive also.
Sure was. It was tough getting out of the hole. It was, you know, it's just that type of dirt, you know.
Well, it was a little on the greasy side here tonight, but you still made a super run, and we congratulate you, Mark Hare. We'll be back with more on the TNT Redman All-American Pulling Circuit right after this. The roar in the background as this building is coming to life as we go to the modified dragster tractor. It started out back in 1965 when the first V8 engine was put in a modified, and you can see behind me what we've got in 1988. We're going to start out with one of the best from Texas, Don Fenley with the Texas Funny Farmer. 3 big engines that are going to light these fires up. All right, from Texas, Don Fenley, the Texas Funny Farmer. He puts the visor down. Watch that hand as they run the hand throttles here. In dragster tractor pulling, he's going to light her up. Turn it loose. And you can see they are just not getting the kind of hole shot. So here we go with the Sassy Massey, who won 1 class in the Houston Astrodome. Bill Patterson also has the 2-wheel drive funny car back home in New York State where he lives. But right now he's doing the driving for the Sassy Massey based out of Ware, New Hampshire. These engines will generate somewhere around 6,000 horsepower altogether. They'll turn the tires at about 140 miles per hour. But here, it doesn't really matter how much power, how much wheel speed, you've got to get locked into the track.
Spinning out at 131.92 feet. The modifieds are having as much trouble with this track as the 2-wheel drives.
The Fancy Farmer, driven by Bob Elliott out of Bayfield, Kentucky, is the guy that can get locked into the track, and he can make that run when he really needs to. He's going to go right in the center of the track. I'm not sure if placement of the sled on the starting line is going to mean a whole lot at the bull here in Birmingham. Taking the lead. Paul Norman with the War Wagon. Here is the nation's #1 modified tractor from Charlotte, North Carolina. 6,000 horsepower. Engines alone are 30 grand apiece. You've got about $140,000 invested in this modified tractor. Paul Norman lining up the sled on the left-hand side of the track. Nobody has been on the left-hand side. The green light is on. The green flag is out. He turns it loose. And we have a full pull. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for him here in Birmingham, Alabama. Your first full pull of the evening. So the All-Pro War Wagon takes the early lead here, but don't forget, Freeman's going to pull. We've got Engler yet to pull. Norman is far from being home in this class. He's made a full pull, but watch this guy. Freddie Freeman out of Wadesville, Indiana, currently number 3 in the Redman pulling series. Watch that right hand. That throttle goes down. Those superchargers open up. Red Freeman, oh boy, did he make a whale of a run. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This tractor many consider the #1 modified dragster tractor in America. Even though he's number 2, he's only 7 points behind Paul Norman. And Tim Engler's got to make a full pull to send this class, along with Fred Freeman and Paul Norman, into the pull-off. Let's see what he can do here. The green flag is out. He needs a full pull. Tim Engler makes it number 3 in the pull-off. So now we go. It'll be Paul Norman, Fred Freeman, and Tim Engler, the top 3 tractors on the Redman TNT All-American pulling circuit. And as you can see, Tim Engler is excited about this pull-off because he wants to gain points on Paul Norman and Fred Freeman on the TNT Redman circuit. So here we go, right down to the nitty-gritty of pull-off, which is always exciting.
We'll be back with the 3 top super pulling rails on the circuit going after each other in the pull-off.
Well, this is what everybody dreams of, a pull-off. And we get right down to brass tacks. No messing around now here. It'll be Paul Norman with the All-Pro Auto Parts going against Fred Freeman's Mean Mistreater and Tim Engler's Mission Impossible. 1, 2, and 3, just the way they are in the Redman TNT point standings is the way they'll run here tonight. So here we go. They line it up on the starting line. Paul Norman from Charlotte, North Carolina. Paul Norman's distance to beat, 141.02. It's a good mark. This class is going right down to the end. It's not over yet. Fred Freeman now is lining up in the center, maybe toward the right-hand side. This class has just gotten better and better as we pulled here tonight. Now watch Fast Freddy's right hand. He's quick on the throttle, quick on the draw. Nearly 10 gallons of alcohol. All together, he'll burn. Freddie Freeman. Has taken the lead. Mean Mistreater. Fred Freeman takes the lead with a whopping 152.64, and Tim Engler has got his work cut out for him. It looks like they've got a problem. One of the engines is not firing. They're checking the kill switch right now. This could be real disaster for Tim Engler tonight. All right, the left engine is not running. The left engine did not fire. So he's only got the right engine and the front engine. He'll only be running 4,000 horsepower against everybody else's 5 or 6. 152.64 is the distance to beat. Can see with 2 engines what he did. Congratulations for winning the modified dragster class here tonight in Birmingham.
Thank you very much, Dave.
I tell you, they really like you here. They like the horsepower of the tractors, and it was a great 3-way pull-off.
Basically, I was just trying to stay in the middle of the track in the second round because that's where most everybody would win, and that's where the loose dirt was.
That's going to Birmingham, Alabama. This has been the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Circuit. We'll see you